So in today's video, we're gonna have to take a quick look at these. These are probably one of the most anticipated Jordans to release this year. I know we're only halfway through the year, but it's already making quite a fuss and it's on the top of a lot of people's shoe of the year list. Let's get straight into it. So before looking at the shoes, I just wanted to take a quick look at the box because the amount of time and preparation that was put into this is fire. Now, this is a women's release. Here are the tag right there. So it's a women's 12, 10 and a half. These are strictly for the toe. And it has this really nice feature where these little plastic ends just fit perfectly right there into the box. So there we go, tag picture right there, Jumpman right there. And then this whole sleeve is removable. I really do like that. Like I'm telling you, they really put some time and love into this release, and you can kind of tell. You don't get your normal retro box for this release. You get kind of like a really glossy top and like a really matted gray for the rest of the box. I gotta admit, it's dope. This is a release in collaboration between Jumpman and Maniere. Now, they are basically a sub-brand of the Whitaker Group, and they also co-lend to Social Status up north. Now, those two brands or stores are directly involved with the Whitaker Group, and they put out bangers. Now, like I mentioned, this is a women's release, so getting straight into them. Damn, look at these things. Look at these things. Off to the side, right here. Beautiful sneaker. It's probably one of the best that I've released in a while. You do get this tissue paper on the inside with their branding, getting the box out of here because no one wants to see that. And here we go. We have probably one of the best Jordans that are released so far for the 2021 calendar year. And let me just get straight into these details. So we're gonna start off with this left shoe right here. Now, in my opinion, the leather is nice. It's nicer than your average Air Jordan 3, but it doesn't feel too different from it at the same time. And what I mean by this is it seems like a thicker leather cut than you would normally get with a pair of Air Jordan 3, like the cements and the black cements and anything that have really released in these past years. It feels like that kind of general release material, but just thicker, and it has more of a bounce to it. To compare, I did bring out the Fragment 3s, and they almost have a nicer leather. Like, it's super similar in terms of texture, basically the same, but it just feels like a nicer just cut. I do enjoy this detail right here. This is normally on normal Air Jordan 3s. It's normally like a 3M liner or just a different material. It's not always leather on leather. On some colorways it is, some OG colorways, but for the most part it's not like this. So they double stacked it with leather, and instead of like kind of like Fragment did, instead of having elephant print, you do get this suede on this one, and it's a really thick suede. Let me get as close as possible. So that's a quick look at the leather. I really do like the accents, this like almost reddish vintage right here on the ends of the leather, just to see the dye process. And then you can just get that really thick suede on that toe box and on that end right there. Now, for me, Fragments won with the black leather. I really do enjoy the black leather. It's like a stiffer but more reliable leather than the tumbled leather you see on Air Jordan 3s. But having this suede is also just as nice in my opinion. So the color blocking of the sneaker is pretty much what's in line with what's popular right now, especially with like forced vintage and just vintage things in general. You do get this almost cream midsole right here with hints of white throughout the sneaker, and then you just get this really nice tone right here. You get that same vintage feel on the tab. One thing I do like that they did is they stuck kind of to the OG sense of the Nike Air. So the Nike and Air aren't completely stacked together like we originally saw when they first started stamping the back of 3s and 4s. The Nike just sits a little bit over the Air, so it's like it's a nice homage. It's a nice homage. Taking a quick look at the other side of the sneaker, you do have almost the same color, the same exact color, not almost, but the same color for the eyelets right here. Taking a quick look at the tags that come with the shoe, there we have that store brand, quality goods, handle with care. Little details about the shoe that are just fire. We do have that Nike Air, similar to the sole right here, and in terms of colorway, it's super nice. It's super nice. I'm super happy with the sneaker. Now let me show some love to the other shoe. and talk about the remaining details. So drawing back on that Nike Air right here, we get a quick look at the tab right here. So let me turn it around so you guys can actually read it. So right here on the back tab, you have to get comfortable with walking alone. Super nice. On the other tab right here, it's two different sayings. On this one, it's all we have is each other, right there. Yo, I absolutely love this release. I love it. These are dubbed Raised by Women, and it is a woman's release, like I mentioned. Phenomenal take, phenomenal take. The way they released it also is, first, the people that were in the surrounding area of social status and AMM, they had first, if you were a woman, you had kind of like an early access release to it, and then they had a general raffle, and then they had this release, the How I Got a Pair, was directly off the website at 12 p.m. in late April. Going over some of the details that I missed, we do have this gray Jumpman right here, then we have their A right here on the swoosh, and honestly my favorite detail about the sneaker, which is the quilted insides. That's my favorite right there. I'm a sucker for quilted anything. The insoles is probably a little too dark to show you, but we do have a Jumpman right there, and we do have an A right here in the opposite respects of the sneaker. So Jumpman A, then we got an A and a Jumpman right there. Oop. And one quick look at the sole right there. Now these did come at a $200 retail, and it kind of shows in the suede. This isn't your average general release suede. It's really nice, it's really plush, and I just really enjoy how thick it is. This is gonna be a sneaker straight for the toe. Like I'm not gonna be able to help it. Ooh, one last thing, cream laces. So they did give us laces that match the sole and that back tab right there. It's a must. These have to go on, like, the best. So if you're looking at trying to buy these in the aftermarket, you do have another chance. There are rumors that these are going to get a worldwide release. They should be releasing in sneakers, in bodegas, and just different boutiques and stuff like that. So again, try your best to get them there. Resales around in this size are, I think, in the upper 600s, but I can definitely see this being a sneaker that people don't really try to sell right away. They just hold. One thing I'm noticing right now is those two suedes right there. They're just different colors. Is it on just that pair, or is it both pairs? It's kind of the same. This pair is really similar. So damn, is it really? Huh. You can kind of see how those gray suedes are just a slight color palette off. I really don't mind that. I don't know if it's intentional. I doubt it's intentional. It's probably just the way the suede is. And sometimes with these natural suedes, you just can't help that. And yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm gonna see you guys in the next quick review. Sorry if this took up too much time. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.